it's as good as done.
There's no such thing as pure.
Oh boy. It's it's crazy how often these guys say their idle lines. Just trying to
Freedom in
sit
this
here
world.
and fucking they just keep talking, man. Anyway, hello, I'm here. Welcome to Genshin. You know this game. I play this game. We all know I play this game. Today, we're gonna be playing Kinich's story stuff. And I haven't done any of the acts of the Scions of the Canopies tribal exchange, I think. I don't remember what it's called. Don't mind me as I condense 2 more resin because I have enough. I'm in Mondstadt because Mondstadt's my safe space. Nothing can hurt me in Mondstadt, contrary to popular belief. I am safe here. Yeah, I don't know how the audio is on this. I don't ever fuck with the audio on this. We just kind of go with it. I might have turned it down the other day.
Coming in.
Okay,
Paimon,
shut up,
coming
Paimon.
in. Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
We'll let the voices be a little louder just to make sure that we're chill. And I will fuck with it as needed, as I tend to do. As Genshin goes completely quiet. Don't worry. Anyway, and as you can see, I have him. I have Kinich because I'm a freak. Got him day 1 of his release because, again, give me more men. As you see, give us more men, ho-yo. I digress. He's pretty well built. See? This motherfucker does not shut up. A how does not shut his mouth. Ever. It's 0.2 seconds and he's already being annoying. That's cool. Anyway, this is my main team. I put Farina off for now just so I could have him on here while we do his story stuff, because that just seemed fitting to me. Anyway, it's the Tribal Chronicles, is what they're called, not Exchange. Don't mind me. But, pretty sure it's just gonna take me, yeah. I haven't done any of these because I waited for, this one's Kinich's actual story stuff. So I was waiting for that to come out. But doesn't even matter because I accidentally did the my whatchamacallit? Where's Natlan? I forgot the Natlan's so far over here. Also, don't mind me. Don't mind my 100% in Natlan, it's fine. As we can see here, when we walk here. Hi, buddy. I'm already full reputation. And the Tribal Chronicles give, like, I don't even know, like 100 apiece? Focus experience. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm already full reputation here, which means I guess they're here. I shouldn't have done this. I should have planned it out better because I guess it doesn't matter in the long run because I'm already almost full up everywhere anyway, so it's whatever. But still, I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by my own stupidity. But without further ado, let's actually start the stuff. Because Kinich doesn't even show up until the 3rd act of this. So, here we go. He's cool though. I'm talking around with him. I find that out of the 3 characters that were released right off the bat, so, Kinich, Kachina, and Mulani, I find that his best mimics that of the dinosaurs because, like, you can do 2 of his zaps.
Is this really necessary?
Oh shit. Well, I'll finish talking later, apparently.
Hi,
Okay,
I'm
they do
Hoodie.
talk.
Are you here to help find the baby saurians?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but sure,
And
small
I'm
child.
Toba. You must be the helpers that we've been waiting for.
It's nice to meet you too, but
Are they too
we're
loud?
just
Am I
passing
too
through.
quiet? Who knows?
No, but Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some of his friends over to help us. You sure he didn't mean you?
Uncle who?
Yeah, sorry. Whatever
tail's
this
in
is
the
about,
way.
it
My
sounds like you've got
apologies.
the wrong end of the stick. Wrong end of the stick?
Darn it! We've been tricked, Hoonie. I should have known that Glasses Guy was a con artist.
Should've
What
known
are
that
we supposed to do
glasses
about the
guy.
baby saurians now?
I think no matter where I
out.
put myself,
It's
I'm gonna be a
okay,
little
Hoodie.
in the way.
Don't worry. Why don't you tell us
Oh,
what happened
it's
with these baby
fine.
saurians, huh? There's been a lot
We'll
of
just put you
unrest in the
here.
tribe lately, and my dad's saurian
best
got
we're getting.
injured. Her name's Nana, and she has 3 little babies. After what happened to Nana, her babies were so scared that they ran off and hid. I'm really worried about them, so I decided to go look for them. If Nana is your dad's saurian, why isn't he the one looking for them?
That
My
is a
dad's one
valid
of the
question.
elders, so he's busy getting ready for Turnfire Night. It's a really important ceremony. More important than this,
I made
anyway.
everything too loud.
I'm not supposed to be out here either, but I snuck out without telling him. I didn't think it would take very long, but then that guy we ran into made us tell him loads of stories, and it wasted so much time.
Yeah, he was so selfish. He doesn't have a heart.
It's
What
alright,
guy?
don't let him get to you. We're here now and we'll help you, because we care a lot, don't we, Traveler?
Probably a little too much sometime.
They should be. I already managed to find their tracks, and it seems like they're hiding on the cliff.
Leave it to Paimon and me. It
Really?
shouldn't take too long.
Wow! Thank you so much, Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon.
Awesome. You gotta be careful out on the cliffs, though. They're really steep. Even grown-ups have trouble climbing them.
I definitely haven't thrown Wanderer off the top of one of these. What are you talking about? I would never do such a thing. Mysterious visitor.
Hooney said the baby saurians are on the cliffs.
Okay, calm down. I think I made the audio. I think we'll just pop it back down
Paimon
to
coming
7.
in! Paimon coming in!
Oh god, okay. Up. How up is up? As I was saying, oh look, this one. As I was saying, Kenich's skill, because like, for those of you who don't know, you usually need to be a dinosaur to do those zip zaps. But since I have, the boy, I can just zip zap with him. And the other characters do similar things like that, but excuse me, but they can't do it for very long, I found. At least Kachina can't. I don't have Mulani, so I can't tell. Anyway, hi little saurian. Oh. That disappeared real quickly. Where am I going? Hello. Then one more. What are you? Oh, your stuff. Look, an investigate rock. Give me that. Most kind Also, don't mind me having Navia's Claymore on him. It's fine. Why are you fucking up here? Why are you up here, you little shit? Okay, sorry.
We found them! Wait, but what's that other... A how?
Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why
still
you
so
hastily
quiet. Why am I
scrambled
so
up here
quiet?
to pay your respects the moment you saw
What do you
us?
want from me?
I suppose we can't blame you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek.
Kahula how?
Pucker up.
Sorry?
You may now kiss our feet.
Wait, aren't you
I'm
like
good.
Kinich's sidekick? What the heck are you going on about? You're somehow managing to be even
That's
more
funny.
annoying than the last time we met.
Silence! Who are you calling
I think
psych?
that's fair. You're a
We are
sidekick.
the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the nation of flame.
Why do you say we?
We shall have you know that last time, were it not for Kenich's earnest pleading on your behalf, you would have received not a single word of mercy.
Oh,
What are
come
you
on.
talking
You talk
about?
big, but Kinich clearly has you under lock and key.
Okay, great sovereign brings you to this mountaintop. It's a little munchkin, what you doing up here?
That's great, sovereign to you. You dare invite the wrath of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How. You will burn in turn fire for 1,000 years for your blasphemy. If you must know, our humble servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near Hoytsidlan, and we chose to grant his request.
Abyss incident?
Abyss incident, Paimon.
See this little lizard? Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe, then assailed her own
This
offspring.
Small
Yikes.
baby?
So how is she doing now?
She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, she has departed for the Night Kingdom. Such a fragile creature. Apparently, she ended her struggle by leaping from a cliff.
What are we talking about?
Leaping from a cliff?
I'm already confused.
My dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep them to yourself and wipe that absurd expression off your face. We are the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How, not a wish-granting fountain.
Anemic flying ant! You! Just you wait. Two can play at the ugly nickname game.
Oh no.
We sense a
Paimon's back
faint
to the ugly
abyssal
nicknames.
energy. An evil sorcerer must be lurking nearby, but they are well hidden. If you encounter any suspicious outlanders, be sure to give them a robust interrogation.
Suspicious outlanders?
So confused.
Wait, are you mocking us?
How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends. Otherwise, we would beat you black and blue, and then purple, then black again! If you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Let me pull this up actually.
Paimon is furious! Still, good to know about the abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked.
Oh, I might have turned down my mic on it. Oh shit. Turned it up too much that time. Okay, calm down. Let's calm down. Fucking Christ. Okay, hello. I think that's good. We'll stay there. Anyway, as we were saying, I wasn't expecting to see him already, so that's fun. He's also annoying, and I don't understand what he is. Boop. Hello, children. I found the babies. Something about the abyss is here. I don't know. Instructions unclear.
Wow, you're back already? That was so fast.
Wow, it wasn't that
I'm
fast.
so glad that the babies are all right. Thank you both so much.
Okay,
Now we can
that's fine.
finally go home and stop worrying about them. You're welcome.
Yeah, you could.
You're not from Natland, right?
Nope.
Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing. You should come take a rest at my house.
Yeah, please come. I promise you'll get a big Scions of the Canopy welcome. We love having guests, and you're really nice people. Not like
Okay.
Glasses guy.
Who the
By
fuck
the
is
sound
Glasses
of it,
guy?
Glasses guy wasn't from Natland either, right? Uh-huh. Well, his clothes sure weren't. You know what? Now that I think about it, there was something really fishy about him. Really? Maybe he was the suspicious outlander that Ahau mentioned.
Maybe.
Sure, if you're
Probably.
interested. Oh, let me think.
Knowing how this game works,
How did
most
the
likely.
conversation go again?
Oh.
Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already. When are you gonna help me find the baby Saurians?
Just one more story. One more, I swear. Why don't you tell me more about that ball of fire?
Random Minazuman man?
I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire that used to burn 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, maybe even further back than that.
Oh, you mean Turnfire. That's where the ancient name Malipo comes from.
That's...
Oh, wow.
Kinich
So
is
it was the origin of an ancient
name. Yeah.
That's impressive.
I remember that.
Uh-huh. There's a story behind every ancient name. The legend goes that the Turnfire first appeared in the era of the Grand Alliance. It was used by the tyrant Och Khan to rule over Natland and oppress anyone who opposed him.
That's
Turnfire
a lot of
is different
information.
from normal fire. If you get set on fire with it, you'll feel horrible burning pain from behind you, but you won't die from it right away. And whatever you do, you mustn't turn back to look at it.
Sorry?
Why? What happens if you turn back?
As soon as you turn around, poof! You get burned to a crisp.
That's fun.
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's
Good
one thing
golly
to singe
gee.
someone's clothes, but burning people alive?
Well,
That is a
good
big
golly
no-no
gee.
in my book.
Right?
A big
How
no-no.
nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not even let them turn around to look? Och Khan really was an evil tyrant.
How terrible.
Yes, shocking behavior. Now, let me guess. Eventually, a valiant hero came to save the day? That's usually how these stories go.
Good guess, Uncle Glasses. Seems like you really know your stuff. The hero was called Yupanqui. He's the ancestor of our tribe.
Yupanqui was friends with Och Khan the tyrant, and also Shibalanke, the first Pyro Archon. He was working as an ordnance officer for the Grand Alliance at the time. He didn't like how Och Khan was such a cruel tyrant, so he stole the Turnfire and threw it at the Och Khan's army. The
Yeah.
soldiers couldn't defend against it, and they all got turned to ash. And that's how our ancestors set our people free. But just as he was about to leave the city, he thought he heard Och Khan calling out to him from behind. It caught him off guard, and he turned around to look.
But Ochkon wasn't there. All he saw was a city burned black, an army in ruins, and giant flames reaching up into the sky.
A split second later, the flames he saw burst out from inside his eyes and swallowed him up.
All
This
it
is a
took
nice
was
casual
single
story for some
glance.
children to be
As soon as he looked back,
telling me.
he was burned to a crisp.
The question is, was this the price he paid for stealing the Turnfire, or the price of turning back?
Nobody knows the answer. But the fire that consumed Yupanqui burned more fiercely than any other. It burned for 100 days until it burned a hole right through the ley lines.
Okay. Well, damn.
And then, the flame dropped into the deathly dark Night Kingdom,
Where it
still burns to this day.
The grown-ups say that it lights up the path that leads to the next life. But for the dead to be reborn, they have to accept the flames and be purified by the fire first. It's like a final look back at your life, where you have to answer for everything you did. Anyway, that's the story of Yupanqui's Turnfire.
Ah, a fine parable indeed. So, is it true? Is it really possible to find this fire in the Night Kingdom?
I don't know. I think it's just a story.
Probably.
Either way, I assume this name has been passed down in your tribe ever since?
Sure has. It went to Burkina, the hero that we celebrate on Turnfire Night. But that was 500 years ago.
Yeah, and now belongs to Kinich. So we often call him Malipo Kinich.
Kinich, huh?
I don't trust this innocent
All
man.
right, Uncle Glasses, that's enough stories. Now,
Fucking Uncle
please
Glasses.
go find the baby saurians for us like you promised.
With those
I
fucking sandals,
would,
he's not
but
gonna climb up
doesn't
shit.
the legend of the Turnfire teach us not to look back? Let's not go dredging up the past.
What the fuck do you mean, the past?
Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story, I swear. Starting now.
Beat him up.
No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously close to cursing me out right now. Tut tut. We can't have that.
Cursing is for grown
Cursing is
only.
for grown-ups only.
Uncle, you'd better not be trying to trick us, or the Turnfire will get you when you die.
How would it
That's
get
crazy.
me if I'm outside of Natlan? Uncle Glasses isn't from here, you know. Unlike you.
Uncle Glasses.
Huh?
Wait. Is that?
Is what? He saw us.
All right, kiddos. I'm a man of my word. 2 of my friends are on their way here.
Am I supposed to
and,
know who you are?
Yeah, they'll help you out on my behalf.
Because I don't.
Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. Don't go easy on them just for my sake.
Really? Well, first, can you tell us your name?
That'd be fun.
We met at the foot of this cliff, so beneath the peaks, let's go with Sanka.
That's not your name.
Seriously?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves. They're right behind you.
I feel like I'm missing something that I
Where?
shouldn't be missing. Who are you?
Wait, Uncle Sanka, where
He
did
just
you
blipped
go?
away. He didn't walk away. He's just gone. What the fuck?
Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging for info about the ancient names.
Which bodes well.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
if he's
not
tied to
only
the
that, but he
abyss, I guess
betrayed
that explains why
us,
he's
too.
being really freaky.
He'll pay for this.
All he got out of us was some stories, though. What's the worst that could happen? Traveler,
Famous
maybe
last
we should go tell
words.
Kinich about this. Ahau says he's investigating it, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. We
I thought,
probably
I
shouldn't
thought
take
she
him
was
at his
gonna
word.
call him a loser.
Huh? You know Kinich?
We do, kind of.
Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that did happen.
I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool. He's the Saurian hunter, and he has a really awesome ancient name.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him.
Weird.
Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty. And he's so full of himself.
I can respect that.
Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. He sure loves pushing people's buttons.
He sure is a fucking
Exactly.
annoying.
I don't know why Kinich
Thing.
partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Well, you're a child.
Oh, Huni,
While you
look
might
how
be
late
less
it is.
back-talky,
We've been
you're
out
still
way
a
too
child.
long. We better get home now, or we'll get yelled at.
Oh,
Rawr.
yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit, remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Bye. At least these acts are short. And then we can actually get to the main thing. Where are we going now? Boop. I'm glad I can just teleport to these. Okay. Hello.
Huni, what were you thinking, going out by yourself? Don't you know how dangerous it is?
It's okay. Toba helped me. And we met some kind strangers who helped us. And
Kind strangers? What made you so sure they were so kind, huh? Oh, I suppose they had kind stranger written on their foreheads?
yeah, actually, they did. In big, bold letters.
No, we don't.
Don't talk back to me. The Mountain King problem still hasn't been solved. What would I do if I lost you too? No dinner for you tonight.
That's not
We
how
were
we
good
punish
people,
children.
Dad. Dinner or no dinner. Hello again, Huni.
We don't not give them food if they're
Mama,
bad.
Mr. Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me. And I promised we'd take care of them if they came to visit.
It's going so well.
Oh, so you're the kind strangers. Well,
Yo.
I'm Trinidad. Apparently, you helped my daughter today, so if there's anything you need, just ask.
Okay, I was
As an
gonna
elder
say you
of the
better
Scions of the
fucking hi
Canopy,
Celestia,
I've got some
just
influence
chilling
around
back
here.
there.
Now, I
Can't hide
trust
that
that you're
from me.
sensible people who know
Sensible.
better than to take advantage of their host's generosity.
With him passing by, so we lent her a hand. It was nothing. All we asked for is 1 million more. No, I'm good.
Yep, just helping a neighbor.
I have a couple
We're
million
not looking
already.
for
We're
anything
chill.
in return.
Oh? Well, let's hope so.
Dad, please! They're not bad people! They've eaten at the same table with Kinich before! Be nice to them!
Kinich! Wait!
Yeah.
I heard that two mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
That
Are
was
they
us.
You?
And Paimon's the other!
We don't care, Paimon.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed. We got off on the wrong foot. Can we, start over?
Oh, now we're talking! Seriously though, don't worry about it. Already forgotten. We're just happy to see Huni got home safe and sound.
Oh, you just arrived, I take it, and it would be my honor to give you a hero's welcome tonight.
Well,
Careful now, that's quite an about face. We've heard that kind of thing can lead to spontaneous combustion around these parts.
what does that mean? Sorry, what?
Uh,
Save the VIP treatment if you need a favor. Let's talk.
my dear traveler, you are very perceptive indeed.
Everyone needs our help.
Go
always.
inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important business to discuss.
Okay, look after Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon. They're very special guests.
Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any promises that we'll be able to help.
Well, this is a matter of utmost importance. Please, allow me to explain. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night.
Yes.
It is a traditional ceremony among the Scions of the Canopy in which we remember our ancestor, Burkina, and his companion, Kangamato, the Mountain King. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss.
Let's analyze this real quick. So we got the man with the crafted polearm from Natlan, so that's cool. The Mountain King thing that we can fight. Some Rift Hounds casually, a Fire Abyss Mage here, and then an Abyss Lector chilling up there. So that's fun for us. I want to take a picture of it because it's pretty. There we go. Okay. So I'm starting to see how this ties Kinich into this.
They were victorious, but it came at a great cost.
Of
Burkina
course.
paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day.
Well, I kicked his ass like
Normally,
50 times.
Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It is possible that the abyssal power is responsible for his unnaturally long lifespan.
Wait, so he's still alive? Do we not fight the same one? Or...
Oh, that's right.
Are we gonna
The
fight
Mountain
him?
King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price.
Okay. I don't have it on auto.
The abyssal power inside him is highly sensitive, and when it is disturbed,
Okay, that makes
he
sense.
awakens and flies into a blind rage, attacking anything that moves. So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the abyssal power inside the Mountain King, so that he will remain sound asleep.
Can't I just...
However,
fix
abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in that land
Yeah.
lately, as
Yeah, they
I'm
have
sure
been.
you're both aware. As a result, it has become increasingly difficult to keep the Mountain King in hibernation. Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire Night, and he's already showing signs of instability.
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. He could reawaken at any moment. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by the Abyss as a result, and...
We heard. Such a tragedy. We're really sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
No.
Anyway, right now we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you would be perfect for the role.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize there was a maintenance guy coming over today to fix the door. I didn't realize that was happening today. So if I have to walk away again, it's probably because of that, but I think we should be okay. I don't know though. Okay, a flame bearer. Did you already have a flame
Of
bearer?
course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who inherited the Malipo name.
Then what's the problem?
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear,
That's
no
why we
other
don't like him?
concept exists in that boy's brain.
This is predictable. Fork over the Mora and he's all yours.
I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyub got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
I don't think he's doing it
Blaming us
willingly,
so quick on that
honestly.
last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates. So, what do you think?
What's in it for me? I mean, I'll do it. I don't have any reason to not to.
Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Hooney was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts.
And already a
Come
lot
with
of
me
more
to
at
the
the
other side
spare.
of
I
the
don't need
mountain.
more.
I'll bring you up to speed on
I'll
each
take
step
more,
of the
but I don't need more.
ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
As experienced warrior. Was that the end of that quest? Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah, these acts are pretty quick. Meanwhile, in a hidden cave. Okay, never mind.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahula How behind his back?
Me.
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Well, Kinich found him.
Shut your
That's cool.
filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid
Worm
words
of the
defile the air we
abyss.
breathe. You make the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How.
Is the we
sick to
he's
the
referring
stomach.
to like him
Speaking
and
as a member of the Abyss
Kinich?
Order, that's music to my ears.
Okay,
Exactly
that makes
the
sense.
kind of reaction we're going for. But on a
Sorry, we're
personal
gonna pause.
level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
As a member of the Abyss Order. Once again, I ask, am I supposed to know who you are? Or are we just kind of dealing with this? Who knows?
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death.
I don't think
Up
you can
yours,
kill him.
Four Eyes. We spit in your face.
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only guess it's some kind of powerful magic. But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter.
Yeah, buddy.
Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away.
Okay.
You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
I love him.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about
I
you
love
guys
him.
that prompted a visit from the
He only
Abyss?
has said one thing. And it was funny.
It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a
What?
very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. That is what I
I
call
feel like I
embracing
would
the spirit
recognize
of
him if
adventure.
I've seen him before.
Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
Oh boy, a painting.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear,
Okay.
if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope!
You don't bungee jump with a rope. I've been in this room. I'm trying to see where they are because I see the little bleep blops. Is this the secret room? I think this is that secret room that you can't even get into. Unless it's outside of the front of it, and that's why I can see this, and this would just be a back wall. Sorry, let me say that again. I think this back wall here was blocked off, and I guess if they just are... If you don't unlock this area, you don't see this background. I mean, it makes sense, but I have it unlocked because I'm afraid.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we just negotiate a comfortable operating distance that works for both of us? I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries. What do you say, Mr. Kinich?
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
Fair enough. At least he's nothing if not consistent. Go to the mountain. This thing. Yeah. We just fight him casually. Whatever. Teleport.
Are you running away?
Something noticed me.
The abyss contamination is back. No
Happens.
surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Cool.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Eh.
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Fair enough.
Gotcha. So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that.
Of course it
First,
is.
the flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then, they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar along the way.
Okay.
The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it, Kinich is capable of this.
Wow!
Well, yeah.
You can do all that
He's
flying without
obsessed.
ever falling to the ground?
So can you, Paimon?
Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
And that's the whole
What actually happens if you do turn
story
back?
thing.
Surely
Don't turn
the
back.
fires don't just go out.
If you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then?
Alright.
Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling,
I know.
cleanse
I
the
get it.
filth,
I understand.
and light all the braziers. I'll wait for you at the end.
Cool. You do that. Okay. Can I just use Kinich?
Alright,
That'd be funny.
let's use this kindling to complete our mission.
Where do I have to take this?
There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it
I
away
can
with the
take
sacred
these
flames.
with him? I didn't know I could pick these. Oh, I didn't know I could pick these up with him. Okay. Boop. Oh, I need. No. I need. Let's see it. What about the two that are right there? Can I get that one too? I mean, the one that's right there. Or. I guess I can get rid of it. Okay, cool. Boop. 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 Yeah, I see the fucking rectowns. I just don't want to deal with them.
Settle down.
Did you die? Okay, we're cool. Okay, you're lit. You're fine.
Okay.
Boop. Then we go this way.
That should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
Okay, cool. That was a lot easier than I thought it was
I
gonna be.
knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of the other previous candidates.
I also
If
did
there
use
was an
Kinich,
ancient
so.
name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Comic probably get the job done too.
Although it would probably take Paimon quite a bit longer.
Probably.
All right, now there's still a few days left until the ceremony, and I should probably get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
What's on your arm?
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kinich, but that's only because they haven't seen you in action.
Or because he actually
Still,
bears the fucking name?
I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer, and my recommendation is you.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having
That is
Outlanders
a good
take
question.
on such an important role in your ceremony?
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions
Yes.
of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now, it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure.
You guys didn't move all
If
that
we
far
fail
away.
to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So, to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
Okay.
Fair
enough,
enough.
I suppose.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
Okay, peace out.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but
Okay,
this
let's-
one feels a little
Let's pause here.
different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place.
Do you see what I see in the distance there? I see a little Kinich just sitting there. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, that's funny. Hi, bud. What's up? You can say hi, you know. A man of few words, I see. Okay, this was the end of Act 2. Okay. Cool. Oh, hi. Oh, he was standing over there. Kinichi's a deal. Okay. Fair enough. Now we're getting into the real part of his quest. That has him in it. Well, more of him, hopefully. I think it is cool because hi, Kinich. I see him over there. I think it's cool because in the other, in Mulani's, you don't, unless I don't remember correctly, but I don't think you really see her until you actually do the main part of her quest, the Act 3. Thanks for telling me. Hi, buddy.
Traveler? Paimon?
Kinich.
Kinich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
Oh, they're nice to see
I'll
you
get
again.
straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh,
Yeah?
the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Chill, it's cool.
Chill.
I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
Are you
That's
gonna
right.
kill it?
He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
Okay.
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
Kill him.
To his death.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Whoa,
Just-
are you
just
serious right now?
have her on the same page.
Blurting out accusations like that, I could get you in trouble.
Sure can.
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
That's ridiculous. He told us the
Good
Mountain
bud.
King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory.
And that glory comes at a price.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Can we talk about where that dude that you captured is? Like, do you still have him? Like, what's popping there?
Mm-hmm. She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
How does he plan
The
to kill
Mountain
him?
King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible.
Fair
That
enough.
evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Well, I can see why that doesn't make
Trinidad
sense.
didn't say anything about how much power he wanted
Just
us
let
to
him-
purge. But he
just let him
did
die.
say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds
He
like you'll
did.
know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I think we're
I know
allowed
this
for
must
depth
come as
here.
quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd
Probably.
like to make a deal with you.
Ayo,
What kind of deal?
let's go.
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later.
Alright,
Good.
we'll be there.
See you soon.
Well, I just like this weapon.
10 points for agility.
I'm going up, dumbass. Hey, buddy.
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Glad to hear
Come on,
it.
you're bad
Things
at
are
acting
progressing
chill.
very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name.
But that
They're
would
just
make
stuck
sense.
in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, Kinich doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So, now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King.
How does that work?
It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems. One
Right.
point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Come on, shut up.
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis.
So you're
But
lying
I
to
understand
us.
that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seem to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for
Okay,
many years
half-truths.
to come.
Traveler?
Yep. Anything else we need to know?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself.
I
That's
fought
all
gods.
you really need to know? The ceremony's in 3
Multiple
days. I'll come
times.
and fetch you when we're ready. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the elders if you got to know some of our people. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Kinich was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Hi guys.
Huh, you're here.
Yep. Hello.
Kinich, Elder Trinidad said that.
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon?
Yo.
Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat.
It is our pleasure.
I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night.
Okay.
However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes, from Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith.
Okay. While I don't want to step on their toes as, like, members of this tribe or whatever, but at the same time, what it sounds like to me is that not only has the Mountain King been alive for much longer than he was supposed to be alive, but the Abyss has corroded him so much that there isn't anything left of him. He's just a monster. Well, monster. He's just a thing that doesn't have any of what he used to be. Like, he wakes up and he's angry and probably in pain, and then destroys things or is put back to sleep, but is sleeping and still corrupted by the abyss. Either way, not a very good quality of life. I say we kill him. Well, that's harsh. I say we cleanse all of the abyss and just kind of let him go. You know, he's already in pain and there's nothing left of him. So, like, why are we keeping him alive? To be a symbol? Like...
To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom.
So we let it suffer.
Nana's death was a great tragedy.
We let it suffer and let other
Trinidad for the
people
actions
and
he has taken.
animals and creatures die
Nevertheless,
because of
I
it.
cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there no solution that would satisfy both sides?
Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
Let's sneak off to some other tribe tonight. Far be it from me to decide what's right in this situation. I'm inclined to
Though
honor
I
your
sense
request.
that your mind is not yet made up, I'm still comforted by your words. There are 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring you clarity.
So, Kinich, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
Okay.
That works too. Paimon needs to get some air after this.
We are literally the most outside we can be. Fuck you mean get some air. Are we going this way? This is not... This is towards the edge of the tribe. But okay. Are we starting from the front?
Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the Flamebearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
I don't think so.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Really?
Got 3 days,
Come on,
buddy.
then, let's hear it.
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about how he's completely unhinged.
Oh.
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
Sorry?
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would
Sorry?
love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a how, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden
Those
space.
are rift hounds.
I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from.
That's cool.
So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
But what is the
Whoa,
point of him living?
That sounds kind of crazy.
I don't
Would
understand.
it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? no one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
Fair enough.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way.
Do we not know they're called rift hounds? Why are we just calling them dogs?
You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but it just
Kill
feels
'em.
like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the
Never
Abyss
does.
is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If
You
it
lost
doesn't
the
end well,
marble.
then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
All right. So what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
All I need you to do
Well-
is keep people away from me.
Okay.
I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
A gift?
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say.
Okay, but how?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then,
Okay.
when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only
Fair
me
enough.
on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me. Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
Yeah.
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Kill him.
Great. Well,
It's
for
my
the next
solution.
couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame bearer. Good luck to us both.
Good luck. The next day.
Okay, task for the day.
Let's see. V.
My next target should be...
Hip, better hop, better hip, better hop, better hip, better hop, better hip. Hello, children.
Hoonie, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people. And look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all. He's been hurt by the Abyss.
And he's gonna
That's
remain
true,
sick
But the fact
forever.
remains that he's now a threat to all of us.
Okay,
How
kids.
can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Okay, kids, calm down.
Boba, Huni, what's wrong?
Hoonie's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe. But not anymore.
Now let's not fight. Aren't you best friends?
Ugh. Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Ah, children.
Toba? Oh, fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is over.
Okay.
There's no going back.
Dramatic.
Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire Night. He's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What?
Beautiful is a strong word.
Really?
Of course, I'm an expert in
So
this stuff.
that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about?
Yeah.
To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kinich.
Wait. Speaking of Kinich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah.
Where even
good
is he
question.
at?
Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore?
Yeah.
We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
Will he?
Ooh, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you.
All
Fair.
right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kinich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana, and I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kinich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
Okay.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again.
Guess so.
I don't care.
Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else, and not you. I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire Night. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. I'll head home as well then. See you next time.
Bye, bud. Fucking
Okay,
children.
take care, you two.
Hate them.
Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before.
They're like 5. I'm sure it's fine.
Let's just hope we can solve this once and for all. Come on, let's move on.
Hoppa, 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 hoppa.
What's going on over there? Let's take a look.
Sure.
Hey there, what's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh,
Fair enough.
there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
I'm fine.
Did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person.
Well,
What?
I'm right here.
Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise. It's funny, I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flamebearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
I thought they were gonna stop at the 2 seconds.
Not bad, right?
Not that they did much
Yeah.
else.
I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years.
That
Always
guy in the
gets
background that
ladies
just
out
ran
to
off.
watch.
That's cool.
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders' Saurian companions even lost her life not long ago.
No.
The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. They're probably too busy fighting about it amongst themselves. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. It's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the Canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I won't forget my roots.
Fair enough. So what's the next step?
I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it?
I've heard
It's
of
a
it.
group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about
That's
collecting
cool.
relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
That makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh?
Yeah.
Then do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association
sense.
folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract
Okay.
ritual.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use it as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve. Or... you look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
If all you
Sure.
need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable,
I can't
right?
explain to you how much I
The
don't
Traveler
care.
deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared
Only
to some
because
of the
I have
things we've
to.
been roped into before, this is nothing.
Hierarch above.
Fair enough.
You two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head.
Yeah, I think that's a compliment.
Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way.
Okay. Okay, I realize I'm not walking there. Boop. That bird was sliding. Kinich makes me go faster when I pick up plants. And he's okay, well, that's that didn't work very well. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I'm back, don't you worry. I'm getting my ass kicked by some Saurians. It's fine. Where am I going? Who knows? Okay. I guess in this general direction.
There it is.
Oh, I know this
It's
little
inside
thing.
these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take care of them.
We got it.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
Freeze! Silence!
This team isn't necessarily... Kinich isn't very good at this stuff.
Bow your head.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
I got him
I
cornered.
can technically, I guess, use him, but he's not gonna do much because this isn't a burning team. Yeah, he's doing enough, I guess. Oh, wow. Die. Go away. Dogs, fuck off. Thank you.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural.
A little on the small side.
True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever.
I guess
We're
so.
not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
That's for other people to deal with. Cool. There's a little puzzle
That's
here,
a
but it's
wrap.
fine.
Let's take it back to Tiago.
Okay.
There's a dude here. There's another dude bro here.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood,
mustache.
sweat, and tears into that. And now I've got nothing to
Hello.
show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole
Thank
it
you for
from
the
me.
follow. Welcome into this mess.
Tiago!
Scared the
is this
shit out of
picture
me
you
as
were
it
looking
usually
for?
do. But welcome. Thank you
Let me take a
for
look.
the follow again. Okay.
I walk out above you. Two are superhumans.
that is fair.
Hey, Ponche,
That also scared
come
me.
and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers. And they're tough as nails.
Thanks for that. How are you doing? Hello.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
The Traveler, I am.
Huh? You already know each other?
No, I'm just famous. Don't mind me.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone
Oh,
about you.
the little
he says
kid.
you're crazy strong,
I'm doing pretty good.
super friendly, that you
Just
helped
getting
him
through this
out,
story quest.
and that you're gonna be our flame
It's got some pretty
bearers
good
this
lore in
Turnfire
it,
night.
but doesn't have enough of the character whose story quest this is. At least not yet. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir.
So the kid told him about it.
Sounds
So that
like
makes
we
sense.
managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
It happens.
Toba's
Paimon.
not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously. If you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it
I'm
out
glad
in
you're
no
doing great.
time.
Thanks for coming in and hanging out.
Really?
All we did was take a picture
All
for
I
you.
want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Fruits of okay.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, The book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
In general? Oh boy. I've streamed off and on for like years at this point. Sorry, my dog is being a little whiner because he wants to get out of the room. No, Copper. No, you stay in here. You're fine. I've been streaming off and on for like 4 years now, but I've been doing it a lot more the last year or so. Yeah, about the last year and a half-ish. Because I got a better computer and I can stream games like Genshin, because I was already spending so much of my time playing these games, and I just didn't have a computer good enough to stream it, but now I do.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
That's a question. That's a great question. Gosh, I don't know. I'll be honest. If you have like specific questions, like I don't know what specs exactly mean. I know I sound kind of stupid for that, considering I am on it. But because I know how to find the information, I just don't know exactly what the term means. My bad.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
It's a book.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he
PNG
was.
tuber? About a year and a half now. When I started actually sitting down and doing more streaming stuff is when I started doing PNG tuber stuff. I had a different icon before from a pic crew that allowed me to use it as a PNG tuber. And then my friend recently drew me this one. And I like it. It's a good icon.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me. I beg of you.
Where were you ambushed?
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change. Big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
I'll fight him. What does this have to do with anything, though? I don't have to walk. Perfect. Who walks?
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Oh! I hope that didn't give him
Hey,
make him take damage.
You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
You thieving rat.
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space.
Jeez.
Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow.
Okay, we're starting off this really hostile.
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right, let's see what you've got. What's this?
Certainly.
Eat dirt, suckers!
Bro, really? Fucking threw dirt in my eyes and ran off.
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good?
I've had that question a couple times. At first it was because my previous computer couldn't really handle it, but now it's just partially because I haven't looked into the process of making / getting one, and I don't know how to run one. And then my friend made me this one, so I didn't really want to not use it after she made it for me. I've thought about doing VTubing stuff. I just haven't fully gotten around to it. I did not want that zip zap you. I'm pressing F. Let me do it. I'm sure I'll get him eventually. Hello, sir. Okay. And the little baby saved us. Grr.
Where did these Yuvkasaurs come from? Get away from me, you monsters!
Monsters, they're babies. I appreciate it. Thanks for the offer. Come on, dogs. Can we calm down? Just for a little bit longer, I promise. Hank, no. Get dogs, they said. It will be fun, they said. But thank you for the offer. I will be sure to keep that in mind.
Oh, the baby saurians are blocking his path!
Did you find my stream because you were looking for PNG tuber people, or do you know Genshin Impact? As the game.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer!
Just give me the book, man. I don't really care.
Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Have mercy.
Oh yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
Why did you steal it just to throw it away?
You threw it away?
I don't believe you.
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it.
Oh.
Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just threw all of it away.
Okay.
Is that really the truth? Okay then, where did you throw it away?
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Why does no one call the Pyro Archon by her name?
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Let's go back to where we were.
Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it back then.
These dogs are gonna drive me insane.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Huitzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy.
This man's voice sounds familiar to me, and I don't know why.
This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background.
Sure, you can introduce yourself. If you feel so inclined. I will listen.
This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer, examining their actions, and eventually demanding payment in return.
Is that the book I'm trying to find?
None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life.
Weird.
Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there.
It is my book.
Take.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Once again, nice to meet you, Levi. Have you been doing VTuber stuff for a while? Like drawing the models and such?
Let me see. The author is...
It is the book I need.
Panche.
My book.
Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Who are you, my good sir?
Silence, book muncher. The great schoolhouse will
muncher.
suffer your droning voice no longer.
I think it's deserved. I have to stuff for you speaking all the time, Ahau.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Knowledge?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
Live as well for
What?
Kinich.
You're saying Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body?
See, I knew that was what he wanted. I knew he was... Because him and Kinich's relationship, quote-unquote, isn't, you know... For the past 2 years, that's cool, that's exciting. But yeah, Kinich wants, Hal wants Kinich to die so that he can take over his body. That makes sense. I was kind of going in that direction.
When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula demands to know!
Wow,
Calm
you
down.
are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core.
You have such a
You
deep
make
voice.
us
Who
Abyss
are
Order
you?
folks look like saints
You
in
make us
comparison.
Abyss or okay, buddy.
Silence, maggot! To presume that
Okay.
anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms to heavenly thrones to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions.
That's cool, buddy.
But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit.
Spirit.
And you, great Kahula How, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close.
Perhaps after my stream, as I am playing a game currently. But I do appreciate you reaching out and offering. Speck of dust from a bygone age. There's a lot of lore in this, and my brain's going burr. Okay.
Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
What does that mean, sir? Okay, bud. Oh, okay.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact.
The brains.
Surely you remember the main points at least?
If he spent that long writing the book, I doubt that he's gonna be able to remember everything he wrote.
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times. But now...
But now... Huh?
Well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power. Symbolic power doesn't count.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
That is not how I would have guessed he would have pronounced that.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
I'm not
Well,
talking
damn.
about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive? Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. But there's more to it than that.
More to
The
it.
key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life.
That did happen.
If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
Living is a strong word once you're contaminated by the Abyss.
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
Shh! Shut up, Paimon! It definitely does, but shut up!
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange.
I guess so.
It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
Just a little bit.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Hi, Kinich. Nice for you to join us in your own story
here?
quest.
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I
Oh,
came
cool.
to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details,
He's
but...
a crazy
but
man.
You have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
That's cool. He's so to the point, which means he doesn't speak a lot. But I want to hear him speak more. Not C. Wrong fucking button. Over here. Zip
That
that.
for agility.
Here will do.
You want a way to summon a beastly
Yeah.
rift?
I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that
A
works,
trial run?
we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
How does that even make
Sounds
sense?
like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more
You heard him.
practical
He's crazy.
solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet. Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago.
Okay. You mean, which one?
Burkina didn't fall to the Abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in
Oh.
an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King.
That's cute, I guess.
Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King.
Many.
His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events.
Oh.
The truth is even darker. The
That's
Mountain
great.
King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his
That's
misery.
what I'm saying.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home.
So your goal hasn't changed.
It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero
Practicality.
to my tribe. An object of worship,
Maybe,
even.
but eh.
Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
Okay. Wait till the next day. There we go. Okay. I took 2 steps, and now I'm here.
You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back.
The gruesome
Here to
twosome.
make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last
I liked you
time.
better when you were not in my face.
Very well.
Good
The
sir.
almighty dragon lord, Kahula How, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Teacher was a strong word.
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty dragon lord, Kahula How! No one!
Have I mentioned how much I don't like you? How do you put up with this behavior?
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Gentle-natured, but a lot more, well, about the similar annoyances.
In one droplet of spit. How dare you compare her to the almighty dragon lord, Kahula How! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body. I will commit heinous atrocities, tear down your legacy, destroy your reputation, wreak havoc on your...
Calm down. What you doing? What you doing, buddy?
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a howl in there for a couple of days.
Please?
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
That's smart.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy.
Casually
the rift towns
got
will
this
tear
device.
through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
Fair enough. How'd you get your hands on this?
You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
Okay.
They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
I dealt with enough of these fucking Rift Towns in Inazuma. Why do I have to deal with them again? I'm stuck.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
Or is that just the rift opening? Oh, that's an abyss lector.
Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo.
You motherfucker. I think I know who you are now.
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use.
That's cool.
Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guys.
You fucking
speech and
Enjo.
drawn
I
out
swear to
death
God.
sequence.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
You see, the thing is, I've never actually met Enjo, because he was in an event a long time ago that I did not take part in because I wasn't playing the game at that point. So I know of him because of memes, but I've never actually met him, which makes sense as to why I didn't recognize the human form of him. So, that's cool. Why is he here? What is... Okay, you know what? Sure. I'm not gonna question it anymore.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the abyss
Let's go.
order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
I've beaten him up before. I actually haven't, but I just admit it.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say,
he's a funny guy.
Give him that. Going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Friend, strong word, buddy.
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then,
what a
time
pity.
for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What's your real name?
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
What does that mean? You mean the masochistic parts? What is going on?
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
What are you doing here?
Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess.
I count my gift from Kinich was a fucking Abyss Herald.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
You're also our
I
siblings,
investigated
like,
him. He's not
little
connected
bitch,
to the
so...
recent events. Just happens to be in the area.
I don't believe that for one
I
second.
struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
He's an
But
Abyss
that's
Herald.
all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
I'm not surprised.
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant.
Alright,
I
I'll
put
be
up
sure
with
to
this
check
toad's
him out.
croaking for days,
After
and
my
it was
stream.
all for nothing.
Thank you.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
Mr.
What did you
Enjo.
expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The Abyss Order
abysmal
boarding
disorder
school.
would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
I'm taking too many clips,
Traveler?
I know. But I haven't talked to this man in so long. Be my guess, the Abyss Order is about to song.
I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a
Hydra
favor
one.
and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Okay, bye, buddy.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
Yeah.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
A deal's a deal,
To borrow
Paimon.
that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, It's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
I guess that's fair.
Well,
A
in
weird
that
way of putting it,
specific
but yeah.
sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
No, there's worse.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
What are you?
So what exactly are you anyway?
Thank you,
Definitely
Paimon, for
the
once.
evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly.
Because you signed a contract?
You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
Let's
Are
pick
you
this
really
up another
the
time.
fucking
It's getting kinda
Pyro
late.
Dragon Sovereign?
You should
Because
go
if so,
back
I'm
and
gonna
get
be
some
very
rest.
upset.
Big day ahead.
You're annoying.
Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light
Oh
the
yeah,
sacred
there's
flame
more to
and
this,
burn
that's
away the
right.
filth for a legendary
Shit.
500-year-old warrior.
Oh yeah.
500-year-old
Hearing you lay
warrior.
it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both.
Good luck to us both.
See you tomorrow.
As an oh hi Kinich. As an example of a fucking Dragon Sovereign, you have Nouveau here. If this fucking little bastard is the Dragon Sovereign of fucking Natlan, I'm gonna have a few choice words. Hi Kinich.
What happened to getting some rest?
I'm pretty curious about a how.
A How's piqued your interest, huh? It's true that he's a relic from an earlier Saurian age, but since we're bound to each other by a contract, you can see him as my companion for now. I know he can be awful, but don't worry. As long as I'm still around, he can't do that much damage.
As long as you're around?
That's a key part of the contract. A How has to obey my orders and lend me his power for as long as I live. And after I die, a How gets control of my body. That's the price.
Okay.
Crazy, isn't it? That was probably the first time I really appreciated what it meant to pay a price. Then once I signed the contract, I received the ancient name Malipo.
That's weird.
But that's a whole other story. We can get into it
No,
another
I'm
time
good. We
if
can
you're
get into it
interested.
now. That'd be cool. Okay. That's still such a weird contract to make because you're just some dude. You're immortal. Like, you're gonna die someday eventually, even if you don't die in some freak accident. You're gonna die when you get older.
What happened to getting some rest? You're cautious, like me. I get it. But don't worry, like I said, I investigated, and I'm confident he has nothing to do with the Mountain King situation. Before he got tangled up with us, he was looking into the Mare
Yeah.
Javari. That's another major part of Natlan's history.
I know that whole
Our
thing.
ancestor, Burkina, once fought a campaign there alongside the 5 other heroes.
Okay.
But it's not such an easy place to get to these days. That's about all I know, though. I have yet to take a job that involves the Mare Javari.
I recognize that name and I don't exactly remember. Ah, there's so much lore. Is there something down here? I want to say it's something down here. I think it's a Sumeru thing, but I don't know. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up later and figure out where all this connects. Because I vaguely remember stuff, but I don't remember everything because there's so much to know in this. Nate for the next day. I guess we still got this whole, still got a little more to do. This whole ceremony thing. That's cool. Alright, cool. 18. I really don't know how this is gonna end, and I don't... Enjo showing up is a really weird thing that they did.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you.
As
many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
Yep. The party cannot be changed during the turn Fire Night ritual. Please choose suitable party in advance. And they're recommending Pyro.
Of course, there's no...
Okay. I assume they're gonna give me a Kinich. Because usually they do that. And a Pyro character. I don't do a lot of Pyro stuff. Especially on this team. This is a Hydro team. I still assume they're gonna give me Kinich, so I'm not gonna bring him. But I hope that the Pyro suggestion is
Are you ready?
yeah, let's head off.
Off we go!
So usually they give you a trial character.
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course, but every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief, but it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last turn Fire Night?
Are we gonna
The
just
ceremony
start
was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment
Hello,
too soon.
Kinich.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous flame bearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Okay. I will
Let's
do
step
that.
to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the turn fire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Okay. Okay, it's like a little spiral. Okay, okay. Oh, not really spiral. It's like the thing that's like also on his chest right there on the necklace. Okay.
So
No pressure.
that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift.
Okay.
You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Okay.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Shall we begin?
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today! You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
Wait, did they... oh.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today!
Did they do this wrong? That's probably just supposed to say Abyss because it's his nickname. Did they code this incorrectly? Because if so, that's kind of funny.
You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again,
Found a
right?
bug.
I believe in you. I'll be cheering.
Anyway. How about you?
Mr. Traveler, you're finally here!
See, this one's fine.
I even dragged my uncle out to watch the ceremony.
Although I'd hoped for the Malipo name-bearer to perform this ceremony, that was never anything to do with you. So
You know.
please don't take it personally.
Eh.
I got thinking last night, and I realized if the lesson of Malipo is to look forwards, then I should accept that my book is gone and start anew.
That's a very nice way of putting it, honestly.
Besides, I'll have even more to write about this time, given this will be our first Turnfire ceremony featuring a flame bearer from another land.
Yeah.
I'll be taking detailed notes.
Good luck, Mr.
You do that, bud.
Traveler. You got...
I got this.
Mighty Outlanders, the time has finally come. You know what must be done. Please remember, you must cleanse as much abyssal energy as you can. This is the only way to prolong the Mountain King's slumber. I am sure you have what it takes.
Glad you're so sure. I can't talk to the other random NPCs, so... Okay, I can talk to you.
Hey! Bet
Hey,
you're
bud.
surprised to see me. Didn't think I'd be coming, did you? I was all packed up and ready to go, but then I thought, I wonder if the ceremony will go any differently with the new flame bearer. So yeah, here I am again. I still owe you for that picture you took, so once you start, I'll be dancing to cheer you on.
Thanks,
Don't be
bud.
nervous. You'll do great.
You'll do great. You're just random dude, you're just random dude. Okay.
How are you doing? Is all in order?
Yep. Yep.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about.
Of course.
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
No pressure or anything. Oh, I can actually see him right there. You can't see him behind me, but he's right there. Fill the altar, using flame. Once you obtain the flame, draw close to the brazier to ignite it. Ritual has a specific order to put. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Go get the sacred flame.
Oh, you're not gonna give me him? I want to do it with Kinich, so if you're not going to give me a trial version of him, I want him on my team.
Glad to be working with you.
I'm not worried about getting killed or anything.
I saw you leave the ceremony site and was worried you might get lost, so I came to check up on you.
That's cute.
Are you in trouble? Let me help you out and then escort you back.
That's really cute, actually. Let's head back.
Okay, let's go. Go get the sacred flame.
I have him. I want to be able to use him.
Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff.
Well, this one's... kind of showing me where
You're
it is
over
I'm going
halfway.
with.
Keep it up.
This one was a lot more straightforward than the test run was.
Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
I'm sure it is. Oh. Cool, we did it.
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to turn back. Door of Resurrection activated. That bodes well.
The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Okay. I need you. Oh. Give me up, brat. I got that right. Okay, cool. I need you. That. And then let me back up here. Where are the other ones? I don't... Oh, there's one. Oh, there's two, okay. Oh. And then you. Nope, I went too far. I want this one! Thank you.
There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me up. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this one definitely looks more abyssal-y than the one we fight in the main world, like the overworld. We did.
That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell.
I can kick his ass.
He's huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
No, okay. I just got this under control.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Let's calm down.
Chief Wyna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
That S was
You mean
ouchie.
by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination.
This was Kenich's idea. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
Sure. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you see the rift?
You imbecile! What have you done?
Why would you see the abyssal rift and then just go knock it? Why would you do
You
that?
forced my hand. I had no choice.
Okay.
Elder Trinidad? What are you doing?
Why would you do that?
No, the Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
Why are you standing there, buddy boo? You have a kid. Let me just remind you of that.
Well, it seems there is only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
What? Okay.
Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Okay. That's cool. You have a kid. Do I need to remind you of that? Oh boy. Hey look. Hey look. We have the prototype Rancor.
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here.
Now I get him. Oh damn. Honestly, not much different than how my Kinich is built. Other than this thing only gives 10%. Sorry, this thing only gives 11% crit rate at its max level? Sorry? Again, one side of the enemy's favor after hitting an opponent with an elemental skill. This can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds after nearby party member triggers a burning or burgeon reaction. This equipping character will even when. Okay, I mean that's cool. And then you just have him on a fucking 4-piece Noblesse anyway. C3 though, that's cool. I guess. What do you... And you still have 78 fucking... crit rate. And over 200... What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Boop.
Silence!
He's dead! He's dead in 0.2 seconds. That's funny.
Watch
Okay,
out for the
we
fruits
should
he's
just
spitting
go.
out. I can use those against him.
I can't. Oh no, I can. Wait, can I pick these up?
Yeah,
I
that's it.
can! That's cool.
My mistake.
Ouchie, you're a
Target
mini
acquired.
hands. Am I caught in burning myself? in? Bob. That didn't. Oh. Whoa! Sorry. What?
Bow your head.
I love my casual 100k crits. Calm down, my guy.
Locked on.
Who needs a healer anyway?
Oh, you're done, Kinich. Haha, you're so done.
No, someone didn't give 100k. I don't know.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to White's at launch! Shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Okay, that was a cool scene. I will admit, that was really cool. That was really cool. Cool. Okay.
Whew. Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown.
Is Kinich okay?
He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power.
That's cool.
It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy?
That's cool.
That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Wow, that's amazing!
Was it really just the power of the sacred flame?
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Let's. There you are.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Kinich!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry. I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahow die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
Yeah.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going.
Fair.
In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with.
You say health-wise. Is something else bothering you?
I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body
sucks.
remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss. But time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
That's nice to think, Paimon.
At least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
No, you already gave me that gift.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're
It's
friends
not
now.
your
You don't
fault
owe us
he's
anything.
useless.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free.
You're cute.
So promise me, if you need anything in the future, you'll come to me.
Oh,
For
God,
you?
you're cute.
I'll do anything.
God, you're cute. What do you mean to be continued? Ayo?
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me.
Oh, he is dead?
Nah, then my dad.
Or is he dead? Is he dead?
Why
Did
does
he
everyone
die?
in my family have to suffer?
Pony, it'll be
Okay, no, he's not dead.
Your dad will get
I
better
was
soon.
concerned.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Okay, guys,
Now
again.
hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you.
Oh, that does
All
make
right,
sense why he'd come
we'll
back.
just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
Or he's next to the
What?
mural thing.
Your extreme
I
sports.
hate you.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping? It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away
that
as
did
a
happen.
gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on. Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it?
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?
Oh. Was that the Yumikasaur that died, quote unquote? That's cool. I guess Enjo isn't really a bad guy. After all, I will take all of this, thank you. Alright, let's see here. Let's see, we're up here. Not that I think anything's gonna be up here, but I might as well look. Are they... I don't think it's down here. I think it's up here.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Shut up. Oh. Can I, like, let go and use the skill again? No, I cannot. Probably would have just been easier for me to, right here. Dumbass. Unless I'm crazy. No, it's right down here.
Is this really necessary?
Shut up. Yeah, because this is where the, I can use him to do this. That's funny. Huh. Yep. So, I'm pretty sure that's about it for this. Let's go. Check. I know I'm already fully leveled up here. It was 600 points that I wasted. But that's fine, that's fine. Oh, I'll give you a thing. That's cool. Oh wait, no. Oh no, he's here. Yeah, that's cute. I've seen that picture, but that's cute. I think that's about it, honestly. I don't got much else to do. This fucking weapon only gives... That's crazy. That was cool. It was cool to see Enjo, even though I've never actually... I don't think I've ever met him in, like, the game. I think he was just in that one event. I know he's been in a couple of videos on their YouTube as well, so that's cool. He's funny. I'll give him that. But that was a cool story. So now this fucking little dude... That's why he is the way that he is now. Does he have, like, abyssal corrosion on him always? Or was that just... 'cause... But yeah. I believe that is about it. This... Oh, shit. Going back to my spot. Because this is my spot, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. I had fun. This was pretty cool. I wish Kinich was there for more, but he did some pretty cool things, and the ending was also really cool. I liked that animation with Kinich, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. People that have lurked and people who talked in the chat. I had a lot of fun, and I will see you guys later. Peace.